So good day and God bless everyone, especially to our instructor, Sir Edgar Arnuco. So I am Shalami Bitachi Villarta, the reporter for today. So I will be going to report the topic about the good life. Okay, the good life. Everyone is in pursuit of the good life. Aristotle is the ancient Greek philosopher known for his natural philosophy, logic, and political theory. So, more on Aristotle, one of the greatest thinkers in the history of Western science and philosophy, making contributions to logic, metaphysics, mathematics, physics, biology, botany and ethics. So first, to classify areas of human knowledge into distinct disciplines such as mathematics, biology, and ethics. So he is the founder of the Lyceum, the first scientific institute based in the Athens, Greece. So, um, um, he was one of the strongest advocates of liberal arts education, which stresses the education of the whole person, including one's moral character rather than merely learning a set of skills. Okay, so, in Nicomachean Ethics 2.2, all humans' activities aims at some good. So every art and human inquiry, and similarly every action and pursuit is thought to aim at some good. And for this reason, the good has been rightly declared as that at which all things aim. So based on Nicomachean, tanang action or tanang activities in human is aiming for the goodness. Kay ginabuhat ni nato siya nga mga butang kay we are expecting for a more positive outcomes. So for example, parihan nato we are nagskwela tag tarong para makakuha tag dagkong grado or good grades to impress everyone. So not everyone but our parents and our friends. So permita nagabuhat og isa ka butang for the positive outcome, and also tanang arts and the arts of the human questioning is always aiming for the good. So the reason why we are asking because gusto nato mahibaluan ang tinuod. So even arts, so kung atong makita ang naa sa atong palibot, like for example paintings, sculptures, different forms of arts, di ba perming positive ang atong definition ana. So positive ang atong perspective. So meaning to say, to have a good life, we should always aim for the goodness of everything or everyone. So what is meant by good life? So living in a comfort and luxury with few problems or worries. So sabutabol siya. Nabuhi ta nga we are comfortable with our life. Gamay rang problema, gamay rang worries, gamay rang anxiety, wala kay hunahunaong lain. So, characterized by happiness from living and doing well. So, meaning to say, wala kay problema, walay hunahunaon, nabuhi ka kung unsa ang naayon, kung unsa ang naayon nga imong gusto. So you are living a good life, but always remember that there are limitations. Dili porkit nga giingon nato nga nabuhita in comfortable life, wala problema, dili bot pasabot nga good life kay we have standards of what we call good lives. Okay, so what is eudaimonia? Came from the Greek word eon, meaning good, and daimon meaning spirit. So refers to the good life marked by happiness and excellence, flourishing life filled with meaningful endeavors that empower the human person to the best version of herself. So Aristotle's view of good life. So unahon na to ang definition ni Aristotle sa good life. So the activity of the soul in accordance with virtue. So believe that good humans is the maximum realization of what was unique to humans. So the good for humans was to reason well, The task of reason was to teach human how to act virtuously and exercise faculties in accordance with virtue. Okay, the reason why I am telling you this is that even if comfortable, less worries or less problems, it doesn't mean that you are living with a good life. Okay, when we are talking about good life, that means wala na kay problema. Nabuhi tang naayon sa atong gusto, or you are living with comfortable life, but you are also living with virtue. So, virtuous behavior showing high moral standards. Paragons of virtue. So here are the synonyms of virtues: goodness, virtuousness, righteousness, morality, ethicalness, uprightness, and etc. So if you are going to look at those words, lagdom kaayo siya og meaning. So it is more on positive. So meaning if you are wanted to have a good life, you should live with a high moral standard, or what we call virtue. So there are while Nicomachean Ethics Top 1, virtue then being of two kinds, intellectual and moral. Intellectual virtue in the main owes its birth and growth teaching. For its reason, it requires experience and time, while moral virtue comes about as a result or habit. Okay, so there are two kinds of virtue. So first is intellectual virtue. So meaning to say, intellectual virtue is since we are born, naa na ni nato. So para ma-enhance or mag-progress, kailangan natay time. So di pod sa ingon nga napagawas na dayon, paggawas nato na ana dayon ni intellectual virtue is that samtang nagkadako ta naatay dapat naatay progress nga na-enhance. So since gipanganak ka, naa na nato ang virtue. So kinahanglan lang i-enhance. Okay, so second is the moral virtue. So in this virtue, more on judgment. So before ta mo judge, make sure sakto ang atong istorya. Before you judge, kailangan kibalo ta sa both sides. Dapat dili bias. Example kanang helping others. So helping others. So ikaw nga sige kag tabang sa lain is kanang bitang mahabit na nimong mutabang sa mga nanginahanglan. So nurtured meaning environment affects you while in intellectual. So happiness to Aristotle. So happiness depends on ourselves. So syempre naadyo na siya sa atoa kung unsay definition nato sa happiness. It's either destination or a journey. It's up to you kung ang happiness ninyo kay the reason why we are studying hard para nindot ang kaugmaon. So if you are looking for a brighter future, meaning it is your goal to have a happiness or have a good life. Meaning, we are talking about happiness. It is not just a physical na atong nakita or na-feel. Dapat also mental, even sa atong paghunahuna is happy. Dili lang kay ang lawas, action, but also you mentally. Maunay point ni Aristotle sa happiness. So, happiness is ultimate purpose. Okay? So, meaning to say, if that happiness you feel today is mawala dayon in a minute or in a second or maybe in an hour, dili na siya fully nga happiness nga imong na-feel. It's just that desire or pleasure nga imong na-feel, maong dali siyang mawala. Pero Aristotle said that happiness is dapat pang long life. So Aristotle, maunay definition ni Aristotle about good life. Dapat pang long life na siya nga happiness. So it is more like the ultimate value of your life as live up to this movement, measuring how well you have lived up to your full potential as a human being. So meaning to say, dapat ihatag nimo imong best para naay happiness or a better life and good life. So let's have a connection with science and technology and good life. So Science and technology is also the movement towards the life, the good life. Science and technology are one of the highest expressions of human faculties. And so science and technology give you or us the idea that technology give the things that make us comfortable. So maong towards good life, gihatag ang imong mga gusto, so physical man or socially or mentally. There are no things nga dili kaya ihatag ni science and technology. And also, so if gusto nato to be a better person, science and technology are there to give you idea, to give you material, the things that we wanted. It is because science and technology give you a lot of idea na pwedeng ma-overflow or malunod. Like for example, kita for today's generation, karon nga generation is maka cellphone lang ka, maka cellphone lang ka og bag-o or bag-o or kana bitong sa tawag ani kanang mga mahalon nga cellphone ka kanang mga bag-o nga model mura na kagwalay paki sa palibot. So sige na kag-atubang sa cellphone. So ang mahitabo is nakorrupt ta of what is true meaning of happiness. So nalabian ta og use sa technology. Tapos kung atong walaon sa atuang technology like cellphones, laptop nga nagpaka-happy sa atua, so mausab ang atong expression or emotion. So, science and technology have advantage and disadvantage. So, what is the advantage of science and technology? So, ang advantage ani is kanang dako siya katabang sa atua. Pareha nato nga mga estudyante, kung naatay wala na hibalan, pwede ta mag-surf into internet so that ang atong question or ang atong curiosity is ma-answer. So, mauna siya ang advantage sa science and technology. While the disadvantage is nalabian o gamit sa technology. So, question, why is it that everyone is in the pursuit of the good life? So, life is good. It is only our thoughts, choices, and actions towards the situation we met in life each moment of the time that makes life look bad. The same bad situation in life that makes one person think badly inspires another to do a noble thing. The same good situation in life that makes one person feel so good to get into a bad situation inspires another person to create another good situation because of the good situation. It is all about thoughts, choices, and actions. Life is good. Live it well. So, according to Ernest Aguiemang Yeboah. So, that's all for today. Thank you and God bless everyone.